Hello students! Welcome to our online class. How are you? I hope you are doing well at home. So in this year, I will be your art, your health, and your social studies teacher. So those who didn't know me, my name is Crystal Sweet, and you can call me Teacher Sweet. So next to this video is the introduction of our topic or the continuation of our previous topic. Hi students, I hope you are doing well at home. So today we are going to have an introduction of our social studies class. So today I will show to you one of your book. This one, it's grade 3, but you have the same publisher and the same book actually. So I like this book than the previous books that you have. So because this one, they have glossary inside and it's a little bit complete, and the topics that are in here is very important, and those are major things that I really like. So social studies is one of your major subject, and by learning social studies, I recommend you to have this kind of dictionary. So you can find it anywhere here in Petrobury. This is very important because sometimes we have not common words in our books, especially in social studies. So social studies deals with a lot of learnings in different aspects in our life. So social studies, the word social, it means to say people and environment. So in social studies, we talk about psychology. So psychology is about human behaviors, your moral, ethics, and how the way we interact to people. And we also have geography. Geography is the study about maps, about our world, the surface of our world, and the weather, different kind of things. And we also have economics. Economics is about buy and sell. So we have that in our daily lives. We experience that in every day of our life. And we also have political science. Political science is talking about government. So the projects in the community, taxes, banks. So that's what we call political science. And we also have anthropology and sociology. It means to say it's about where we come from and how do we interact in our environment with the people around us. So that's about sociology. And groups, ethnic groups, and people. Ethnicity means like about your ancestor, or we can say like the first settlers in Thailand, about that. For example, you also have life and culture in social studies, which talk about your practices, your religion, and your way of living, and how the way Thai people live, and how the way you practice your beliefs. For example, we are going to talk about religion. So the religion here in Thailand is majority is Buddhism, and we also have Islam and Christianity. But in some part of the world, the majority religion is Islam, and some other part of the world, the majority religion is Hinduism or Taoism, and we also have Christianity. And some others doesn't believe about anything. Okay, and so the first thing about these social studies is we need to connect everything from ourselves first to the environment. That's how important social studies to learn things around us, and especially about giving importance to our way and practices. Especially here in Thailand, we have practices here that doesn't apply to other countries. For example, in other countries you said hello and hi and it's fine already. For them that's already their greetings. But in here you do sawadika to older than you, and sawadikap for boys or men. So you need to have that way, you're going to be respectful for your elders and to the people above you. So that's part of the culture that we are going to talk about through the years, and what's that practice and showing respect to everyone. So I would like you to watch the next video related to our topics. Thank you. There are a lot of different religions around the world. A lot. And people are free to do whatever they want and to practice their own belief. In Thailand, we have three major religion that is commonly practiced by people, and that is Buddhism, Christianity, and Islam. People are free to do their choices about this religion. They can be Hindus, they can be Islam, or they can be whatever they want to be. So that's what we call freedom of religion. So everyone can make their own choices and everyone can believe about whatever they would like to believe. Religion is started in our family. As we grow, we adapt what we learn or what practice our parents have, and then we adapt it by ourselves. And our family also got it in the community. So the community have this common belief that everyone tries to follow, and then all the family also tries to follow it. And this community also goes around the world. And that's why the world is full of religion, different kinds of religion actually. Different religion also have, or any kind of the religion has advantage and disadvantages. So people in religious people, they tend to help people who needs help. And that should be the practice that we need to follow as a Thai people. So please watch the next video.
Look at that cute little prince. It's Buddha. Though right now he's still called Siddhartha Gautama.
Please watch the next video.
Siddhartha lives in a
morality.
palace in India. His parents believe that this little guy will become something extraordinary. To know this for sure, they ask an astrologer to consult the stars about the future. He will either become a very powerful ruler like his father, or he becomes a holy man and your family will lose all power in the kingdom. Oh my! Don't worry as long as you keep him away from sickness, aging, poverty and death. It will be all right. They decide to protect the prince from all such experiences. Siddhartha grows up, gets married and has kids without having met ordinary people outside the palace. But one day, Siddhartha drives his cart outside the palace area. There he witnesses how ordinary people live. He sees an old man, a sick man, and a beggar monk in the street. He also drives by a dead man. What? People get sick and are poor and die? Life is just endless suffering. Siddhartha doesn't want to suffer, and he doesn't want anyone else to do so either. This must be solved. He leaves his wife and child and goes away. Siddhartha asks a lot of wise men for advice on how to live, but doesn't get any good answers. So he decides to try not eating. He will starve himself like a beggar monk, an ascetic. Look how thin he has become. This clearly doesn't work. It won't make one happier. No, Siddhartha realizes this. He gives up the idea of starving himself and sits down beneath a Bodhi tree to meditate. Here he decides to stay until he's found the solution. Nothing will make him move. An evil demon called Mara appears to tempt him. Mara offers him lots of great things, but Siddhartha just stays put. And finally, after having meditated for 49 days, Siddhartha realizes what's wrong. Humans are never satisfied. They always want more. And this wanting to have more never ends. And then the suffering never ends either. So now Siddhartha has realized how it is. He has become enlightened. And that is what the word Buddha means. Now he is no longer Siddhartha Gautama, but Buddha. Buddha wants more people to realize this. Some of his friends listen to him and start to follow him. They become his disciples. Buddha preaches to them and to other people. At this time in India, everyone is Hindu. The Hindus believe in rebirth, reincarnation. You are born, live, die, are born, live, die, and so on, in an endless cycle, samsara. Stop! I want to get off! Buddha preaches the importance of getting free from samsara. Getting reborn makes it impossible to avoid suffering. Buddha had tried both being rich and starving. These are two exaggerated ways of living, and neither are good. He believes it to be better to choose a middle way. But hey, Buddha, if you're not born again, where do you end up after death? You don't get to a place, but to a condition where you don't want anything. Nirvana. Why do you call it nirvana? Nirvana means blown out. All your desires are blown out, and you have reached a kind of peace. Buddha wanders around preaching how to reach nirvana. When Buddha dies, there have become many disciples. Now it's time for them to pass on his teachings.
Morals. Morals are the prevailing standards of behavior that enable people to live cooperatively in groups. Moral refers to what society sanctions as right and acceptable. Most people tend to act morally and follow societal guidelines. Morality often requires that people sacrifice their own short-term interests for the benefit of society. People or entities that are indifferent to right and wrong are considered amoral, while those who do evil acts are considered immoral. While some moral principles seem to transcend time and culture, such as fairness, generally speaking, morality is not fixed. Morality describes the particular values of a specific group at a specific point in time. Historically, morality has been closely connected to religious traditions, but today its significance is equally important to the secular world. For example, businesses and government agencies have codes of ethics that employees are expected to follow. Some philosophers make a distinction between morals and ethics, but many people use the terms morals and ethics interchangeably when talking about personal beliefs, actions, or principles. For example, it's common to say, "My morals prevent me from cheating." It's also common to use ethics in this sentence instead. So, morals are the principles that guide individual conduct within society. And while morals may change over time, they remain the standards of behavior that society uses to judge right and wrong.